Work stronghold. I think I'll buy these building upgrades. They're not that expensive and they allow us to really get things going quickly.
It was no secret that it was the war boss Gorguts himself who led the war in the Kaurava conflict. But who were the orcs he led? Imperial records indicate that these orcs had always been in Kaurava, going back at least a millennium. It seems that when Gorguts arrived, they welcomed him as a long-awaited hero. These rugged Koravan orcs had sometimes overrun the system's 4 planets, and sometimes been beaten back to their secret stronghold in the Rockclaw Mountains. There had never once been a successful attempt to breach the vast hideout there, and the orcs believed there never could be. But in the past, these orcs had always retreated to this place in great numbers at the first sign of defeat. Gorgut saw such behavior as un-orky. He insisted that you had to take a bolter round or 2 if you wanted to win. And Gorguts lived only to win. Gorgut's strategy meant that the orc stronghold was not invincible. But this did not mean that it was undefended. Reaching the lair was one thing. Penetrating its defenses was entirely another.
You see, Big Boss Gorgut, this here's the strongest and bestest orc horde has ever held an orc.
Oh, is that so then?
Ain't no Yumi's got in here ever. With the Rockclaw Mountains all round us, there's only one way in. Even if there was to get in, they'd have all the boys to face. Oh, and the knobs, and the tanks. Then there's the squig-offs.
Say they beat all that.
That's when we get them with the fighter bombers. We'd squash them to a pulp. We got watchers watching day and night. Nobody but an orc gets close to us without we see them and crush them to smithereens. Boss! Boss! There's enemies in the camp! What? In the camp? We gotta stop them before they gets to the killing spot. Them drums! Beat the drums! Get to 'em!
What's this here killing spot?
Beat the drums! We've got to hold the killing spot!
Bestest orc hold ever, huh?
Destroy the Orky Fort HQ. So it looks like we try to push there. There's a path there, sure, but the immediate path is going to be blocked and you'll have to go through a longer route to reach the HQ. And again, destroy one structure mission. So I've played a few of these already. Most missions are like this.
Get it, boys! Smash 'em good! Show 'em the orcs is the best!
Well, I already know that. Let me take a better look at this. It looks like this little narrow paths going all over the place. Holy shit. Not exactly in any real danger here. There's a lot of orcs, but they're shitty orcs. This is pretty much the worst that they can throw at us. Not enough power.
Now we see if yous boys is worth to be called orcs.
Get in place, me boys. Fight and fight good. Fight! The killing spot is ours! Ours!
The banner. Destroy it.
They'll crush their morale.
My war banner. They got my war banner. My isle.
You what? You ain't gonna do shit. Okay, should have enough energy to do something. Ooh. Well, at least we're making some progress, but Jesus Christ, we're gonna be just murdered horribly here. I change things somehow. I don't see a good way to do it. Need to get the resurrection ability quickly. Okay, what the fuck are you doing? Basically trying to hold out until I get the resurrection ability. We are gonna need more anti-tank units, no matter what we do. I'm not actually worried about losing this. Might suffer somewhat, but it doesn't particularly matter. Can at least hold out long enough to get what we need, which is the resurrection, so we can just continue on. 275. Right. Damn, the orcs can be annoying. Every building is just fighting capable. And nothing comes for free. Oh, yeah. This. Okay, I'm not sure what we need. Better Necron warriors weren't hurt. I don't want any more flayed ones. There's a lot of aircraft and who knows what coming our way, so I'd like pariahs to be our additional frontline fighters. Get those. I'm not sure if I want to resurrect. The problem is I'm gonna get the HQ units, and I might even have to still pay for upkeep and everything with them. So I'm not sure if that's a great idea. Could work out, but yeah, I think I would do better if I just place our fuck's sake. Settle. Quick access to the relic. That opens up some possibilities. Because the monolith is teleporting unit. Don't need some kind of anti-infantry units to add to this. I suppose I could use destroyers instead of Necron warriors. We rarely have use for them. I already have one. That might not be a bad idea. Should be good enough.
They got themselves the killing spot!
What's so special about this killy spot of yours? Just take it back.
You try getting it back!
You watch your mouth there, you pimply grot.
Important about the killy spot. For us, it's a monolith, fully functioning monolith. With that, we can bypass all these. Not sure if I want to. Okay, we have to do something. We don't have the energy really to just move on at the moment. So, is this really the only thing? It's just so suspiciously close. There's a direct path going there, which is probably very, very, very well defended. But I don't get what the other paths are for then. So we need to clear out the general area out of these turrets. If nothing else, this gives us a much more comfortable area to fight from. Would drastically increase our unit numbers too. Um, Really blocking the road, but to what end? Go back. I really don't want to press the issue now. we need to defend this. I can, but we will need to. Much more important to try to prevent them from overwhelming this area. Yeah, and even that isn't super important. Okay. We need to produce infantry. We need a lot of melee units against orcs. I'm thinking about in a flayed one group, maybe more anti-tank forces too. That's 3 points, 5 points. Maybe Necron warriors. Hmm. I don't know if I want to add any more. Sure, I want to deploy these either.
Find camp. Destroy.
Destroy Knob Camp. Yeah, I don't think I care too much. They are much more dangerous than these though. Right. I'm not sure if I want anything else. We could get a couple of Necron warrior groups. I don't know.
Find and destroy. Make shops. Stop tanks.
Right, so attack side bases or just ignore everything. I should do vehicles no matter what. Can do pretty much 1 to 2 extra vehicles with now what we have now and 2 extra infantry groups. I think I'll actually produce more blade ones. Because I can just drop them wherever I need to drop them. And they have no morale, so they're very good at if we quickly need to take out something. Um, sure about that. I'll keep the vehicle cap unused. It's not a good idea, but still. Um, we're gonna push forward. Not a good way to push forward. It's the shortest path. Ah, okay. I don't want. Holy fucking shit! Right, so that's the reason. That's the reason why you want to go there. I'm sure you can get through it. I'm wondering about something else. Yeah, because we can take care of that. No problem. So I just put the monolith to it. Where the fuck did you come from? Okay. They're going to have their own relic units though. And do heavy destroyers. Because anti-vehicle, anti-air, and I haven't seen really any air units so far. I need to make more ignore that. I need to make smaller groups. You can't have just one gigantic cluster party and nothing else. Where are these? What exactly is shooting those? I just need them to not be able to stop the wave of units that I have. If they have these wall banners, they're just going to be able to close this entirely. I guess fighter bombers are also pretty much a problem, but that's something we can just basically walk through. Seems like they're designed to hold this spot more than anything, so we don't really have to worry about any counter-offensives on their part, at least not yet. Want to charge us so badly, but not really. Yeah, you're not gonna kill a monolith, sorry dude. I think we could force our way through now. And suddenly an army of units right on top of us. Where the hell do these guys come from? Yeah, the monolith doesn't give a shit about them, and they're not really a threat. You shoot at that. You can shoot at that, then you can shoot them all. I'm not really worried about this part, but once we move forward, I can't leave really any army units here. I'm wondering, does these guys have enough forces to defend themselves? I don't think so, but really my ways of defending these are also very limited. I'm sort of thinking of just closing this up. We're building a couple of extra turrets though. It'll buy time in case of some kind of catastrophic failure on defenses there. And the air crew, what? Fighter bomber production, right? Actually fairly sturdy. They do have very good defenses here. Flash kits they have. They're the only good range unit the orc has, really. I mean, that's genuinely good. I could drop the infantry right on top of them. It'll tie them down while we do the assaulting. I'll fight this fight though. They should allow us to get 3 additional turrets. Right. This is not a good place for them to be.
Stop the bombers.
On here. I want to go there. You see me real benefiting doing that.
They's coming this way. Send the bombers. Send the knobs. Send the tanks. Bring all the squig off. Whoa!
Actually like to gather up here. This is a place I just don't want to fight in. And it doesn't seem to be necessary to reach the top here. It's a very narrow path to this up. So we basically have to just choose a side. I'm choosing this. I don't think the choice really matters as long as we make a choice. Instead of stand there in the middle of the enemy armies coming our way and just take it. Come on with this.
This is what we like best.
Right, we're gonna get a little bit of a bloody nose here. It's too little too late for them. they just can't cause any major casualties to us. Ooh. It's funny that this has gone this way for a couple of fights now. Where we basically are in a race, which one gets to the other side first.
They're in the main base!
I've had enough of yous. Now my boys will show you how it's done. There be no more squiggles.
Yeah, there's like squids.
More sluggers! More sluggers! More! More!
I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, we'll eat some casualties. Fuck cares? The end of them. Yeah, let's pile it all on top of it. I don't have the luxury of trying to fight everything. He has multiple armies, so closing in on me. Just take it out. Not bad. This I think might have been the fastest mission yet. Pretty simple.
My Arkhold! My beautiful Arkhold!
I've had enough of this. Come on, boys. Let's get out of here.
Could also be that we've had quite a bit of experience on these type of missions, especially stronghold missions, so they're fairly easy
Under the
now.
war banner of War Boss Gorgut's Headhunter, the Orcs of Karava had proved themselves tough, capable warriors. Their numbers, brute strength, and tenacity could not be overestimated. Neither Gorguts nor his army, however, were prepared for the deathless legions of the Necrons. Undaunted by the fearsome reputation of the Orcs, the Necron's shadow swept in on the Rocklaw Mountains. They coursed through the mountain paths and poured into the ancient stronghold sacred to the Kalraven Orcs, which had never before known intruders. Although the Orcs fought bravely, and many who died that day should have been sung heroes, all fell, crushed beneath the flood. This decisive battle spelled the end of the Kalraven Orcs. the Necron methodically hunted every last orc down. Strangely, several reports suggest that an orc rocket blasted off from the Rockclaw Mountains, just at the moment of the Necron victory. Still, even if Gorguts were aboard this rocket and made it to safety, the Calraven cause was lost for the orcs.
It's a shame in a way that I missed Gorguts' story, but it's not like this is a story focus anymore. But the blasted thing has great survival skills. Even every time he manages to escape somehow. Okay, their stronghold is somewhere, I mean the last remaining stronghold is somewhere I can't really reach. At the same time, I'm not too interested in really putting up any kind of a defense at this point. Why bother? It's 2 bites and I'm going to kill them anyway. And yeah, this should be fairly easy to fight for us. Single base, basic infantry. I'm still going to buy some upgrades. It's totally worthless really. What I want is able to do basic upgrade right at the start. The extra requisition doesn't matter. I'm doing this now because it should be quick and easy and I can start at the next time when I attack the Space Marine stronghold. There's been another reason why I sort of have been evading playing with the Space Marines, even though I do like them quite a bit, is that I do want to play Dawn of War 2, and it's a more story focused, and it's again Space Marines, so we probably don't need anything else. We could just go here and do nothing. Blade ones. Simply because I can just drop them when I find the enemy. Yeah, I'd say this is a 4-player map at most. Everyone starts with a couple of strategic points and a critical location. Bit too large for my taste. I mean, these are skirmish maps. So what's the point? It's a small base though. I'm not sure how much trouble it's really gonna give us. Yes, a couple of late ones groups. Jesus Christ, where the hell are they? Here we are. finally. There's no way in hell they'll survive this. Not sure if I should even fight against the Space Marines. It's better to go after the unit production sites. I don't really care. And most of the force never even made it this far. Chapel Barracks. It's not gonna make a difference here. So with this, we have the capability of just ending this final stronghold with Space Marines. I do hope it's something other than just destroy the age. I guess that's sort of the weakness with this game too. There's an effort to make the strategic map more relevant, but at the same time, it hasn't really mattered for some time. I suppose it makes things somewhat more interesting at the earlier parts of the game, but it's who gives a shit at this point anymore? It has so long since lost all its relevance, and it isn't even gonna pick a fight. But we never had to face this massive honor guard. This might be another faction where it pays to try to take over their vehicles instead of using their own, because we have the either infantry or vehicle versions, and they have very good strong vehicles that are effective against everything. We'll see the mission. If it's go for the HQ, I'd like to be able to end it as soon as possible. It's just some of these were at least more interesting and entertaining, but what I hate to see is just, yep, destroy the HQ, then have a few additional bases there that produce a very specific type of units, and that's it. I mean, that there's not something that keeps it a bit more interesting.